Hello everyone, today what I'm going to do, I will show you what is inside of a roof motor for a BMW Z4 E85. There is plenty of videos on YouTube when people relocating the pump from behind the car to the boot of the car. Usually they're replacing the roof motor, they're replacing that whole part over here with the new one. They're purchasing new one on eBay, or the used one that is working on eBay, that very often is refurbished, and they are attaching that part to the pump, and then they installing everything in their boot. So when it's raining, when the water coming, it won't damage the motor again. And usually after you remove the motor, it's very rusty and it's not working. It's too much rust, too much dirt inside. It's just not working. So what I did, I could buy for like around £50, sometimes less, sometimes more. I could buy a refurbished roof motor, that part, just a motor, with all that stuff inside, ready to connect, ready to go. It would be probably working. However, I'm a fan of watching on Facebook, those videos when people refurbishing stuff. I'm finding it very satisfying. So I decided to do it by myself. You need probably some time to do it. It would be easier, cheaper, probably, maybe cheaper. I'm not sure yet. To do it by yourself. You have to like to play with those manual things if you will decide to do it by yourself. So as you can see, what I did, there's a pump here. So basically, that's the pump. The hose is going all around. You have those hoses, blah, blah, blah. And then from the pump, you're unscrewing that part over here with the motor. Now, how I took the motor apart. So, what I'm going to do on this video, I will put everything together and I will say a couple of words how I did it. So all the elements, they already been cleaned by me with those metal brushes or hard plastic brush, because I didn't want to damage the wires. It was all covered by rust. It was in a horrible shape. So I gave them a good brush. I cleaned them a little bit. And now I will try to put everything together. So this is the housing of the motor. Inside, you can find some strong magnets. Just wipe it, make sure there's nothing inside. I didn't clean it like perfect, like super clean, but it should be good enough. 2 magnets, as you can see. Just wipe it a little bit more, just with my finger. I didn't want to clean those elements too much because I didn't want to damage something accidentally. So as far as I remember, that part should go. Those magnets are very strong. There we go. Beautiful. Sits nice and tight. Nice and tight. So now oh, by the way, when I was removing that part, I was just tapping gently with the hammer here. Boom, 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 boom. It was coming out. And at the end, I just pulled the whole thing out. This is how I remove it. Because those magnets inside, they're very strong. So it's quite hard to do it. And I'm very happy I'm recording that video for you guys, because literally I didn't see single video when the person was opening the whole motor, like showing what is actually inside. So on the top here, there was that plate, which I cleaned a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. Also, that plate, I'm not sure, but it looked like a bit like it was covered with some grease or something. I'm not sure, some kind of a paste. It looks like it's not just a rust. However, I don't know. So this plate goes here. Now let me just screw this plate in. Perfect. Nice. Okay. Should be okay. Okay, I think it might be this one. Yep, that's correct. It's gonna be this one. So I can just make sure it's nice and tight. Not too much, there's no need, really. There we go. And the other one. There we go, really, not too tight. That's tight enough. Cool. Now what we're gonna do, we will add this part here. I believe inside there is some sort of bearing. So when I was cleaning, I covered that part because I didn't want dust to get inside of that bearing. There is a seal here. So when I was cleaning with a metal brush around, I just swapped the metal brush for a plastic brush here when I was cleaning that area. I didn't want to damage the seal, because I can only imagine how hard it's to get that seal if you want to purchase it on eBay or I don't know where. Cool. So this was going, I think there's some fluff inside. Yep, that should be better. So this was going like this. Like this. Nice. Now, when I was disassembling the engine, that part and that washer here, basically there was everything was covered with rust. So they were like connected together with the rust. It was so hard to separate them. The easiest way I found to separate them, I just took this tool, I literally hit it a couple times, and this is how I separated this part from this part. Those two parts, yeah? Hit it a couple times, and then if it's very rusty, then it should help to remove it. Cool. Now, what I'm going to do, I will take this part. I will take this part. Let me check if this is clean enough. If there is no, it's pretty much clean. What I noticed there inside, there is some small metal piece, like a very thin metal plate. Just make sure you won't lose that plate, because that plate helps to keep everything together. Without that plate, it will be very loose. I don't want to break anything, so I'm trying to do it very carefully. There we go, there we go, there we go. Nice. Should be okay. Cool. And now let me just wipe it just a little bit. Just a little bit, not too much, with a paper towel. Look, I'm not wiping it too much because there's still a little bit of that oil, hydraulic fluid. And as you can see here, I didn't remove the fluid from a pump because I want to reuse it. So this is why I didn't remove it. And as you can see, the seal, the original seal, is inside as well. I didn't want to remove it as well. Let me just tuck that seal inside. Good. Also, when I will be putting it together, I don't want to pinch that seal accidentally. I'm trying to reuse as many components as possible. Beautiful. I will wipe just the edge a little bit. Just on the edge, just on the edge. Beautiful. As you can see, it rotates nice and easy, nice and smooth. Good. So let's connect those two parts. So the moment of truth. There we go. There we go. There we go. I don't think I pinched the seal all the way. Goes all the way. All the way, all the way, all the way. Okay. So now, from this point, I won't be rotating it upside down because I don't want the fluid to come out through the holes. Now, let's just screw everything together. I understand it's not the nicest job ever because I didn't clean it like proper. The reason why I didn't want to clean it like 100%, like super perfect, so it will be super clean, it's because when I initially took out the engine, I was trying to clean it from the outside, and there was a piece that came out. There was a piece, some sort of capacitor, blue one that came out. I will show you that in a minute. But first I have to... No, that's not the one. I have to connect those parts together. Why do you... It doesn't want to cooperate with me, unfortunately. It doesn't want to cooperate with me. Come on, why are you not coming in? Okay. I will make it tighter in a minute. I will make it tighter in a minute, no rush. And now, my dear friends, let me show you something. Later I'll make it tighter, cool. Now, let me show you something. So here, of course, you have all the hoses, all that stuff. Basically, you can figure it out. You can watch in other videos how to connect it. No worries with that. Now, the other parts. There is a circuit board part with this. That pin part, it's inside, in between those two things. Here, in between, see? This goes like this. Boom. And this goes all the way on the top of that Cooper thing. So it goes like this. Okay? Has to be leveled. Has to be flush leveled with this. So it will go all the way like this. On the top, it goes this brown washer. And on the top of that brown washer, there will be this washer. So it goes like this. This one, whoosh. This one, the brown one, whoosh. And this one on the top, whoosh. And then at the end, there will be that part on the top, like this, yeah, like this. And now, with this pump, very hard for me, it was removing that part. It was like this was first, and on the top was this, yeah. For me, it was very hard removing that part, because to remove that part, as you can see from the top, you have to bend those prongs. I don't know how to say it in English. Bend a little bit the walls of the housing, let's say like that, of that metal housing around. So basically, I tucked in the screwdriver and I was bending it here, this side, here, this side, here, 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 here. After I bend it a little bit, what I did, I basically turned the motor upside down. I had only motor in my hands, only motor. I already separated the motor from the pump, yeah, and I wanted to take it apart, yeah. So basically, I bend it out to the outside, the metal on the edge. Now, I took a hammer and gently I was tapping to the pin from the other side. So that whole part was coming out with the pin. The whole motor was coming out. That whole part was coming out. When I tapped all the way the pin from that side, when I tap it all the way, then I remove that part, I remove those washers, I remove that part, and basically I was just pulling out that part of the motor from the inside. It was very hard because the magnets inside, they are very strong. This is how I did it. Now, just after removing the motor from my BMW, I was trying to clean it a little bit from the rust and all the gunk and all the dirt was building up when was basically covered with the water and all this stuff. Yeah, so I was trying to clean it a little bit just after removing from my BMW with the brush, with the toothbrush. What I did, I stick the toothbrush a little bit here through those holes. I was cleaning it just from the outside. What happened? And now look, that's gonna be the challenge for me now, because here on that circuit board there was a blue capacitor, resistor, capacitor, variator, however you call it, and it was exactly here. Boom, boom, the blue one here. Accidentally I hit it, and because it was very old, it just popped out from the housing. As I said, I could buy a whole new motor, but I ordered that blue capacitor. I ordered it online. I found a similar one, and I will try to resolder it here on the top to this one here. One pin, it will go here, the other pin will go here. On the other side, there is another capacitor, which is white or yellow. It sits right there, and it's exactly soldered to on the opposite side. It's soldered to this pin. One pin is here, the other pin is here, and connects the whole path on the circuit board. So I'm assuming exactly on the opposite side there should be a blue one connected. One pin should be connected here, and the other one here. They should be soldered to the circuit board here, and they will be basically connecting that path here. I'm assuming it's gonna be like that, but if I'm right, we'll see. And after I'm gonna do it, then I'll just assemble everything together. I will put it back in my BMW and I will let you know. And I really hope when I will be assembling it and doing everything in reverse, when I put that plate on the top, I really hope after tapping with the hammer gently here and bending the metal here, those prongs to the inside, I really hope it will be holding everything together and it won't fall apart. And I really hope with that new resistor, capacitor, everything will be working as it should be. Now let me show you that capacitor. I just want to tell you a couple things. Just one moment, I have to go and take it because I forgot it. Okay, I'm back. So this is the capacitor I'm talking about. That small thing. The number on that small thing is SR2514B or SR2S14B. So basically, the number on the bottom says M475Z. Yes, my friends. I found a very similar one to this one. I think the new one, the number is M475 or 7SX. The difference is just that letter at the end. And I was checking the specification online, and the specification is 99.9% similar to this one, or 100% similar to this one. I haven't found any difference. I'm not an expert in terms of like this electric stuff, circuit boards, things like that. So I just hope that after soldering the new one to the circuit board, it's gonna be working. Who knows? Let's see. Now I'm doing a cut, and I'm still waiting for that capacitor to be delivered. After FedEx will deliver it to me, I will solder everything together, put everything together, put it in my car, install it in my car, and I really hope it's gonna be working. Let's see. Hello again, just a quick update what I did. As I promised, I soldered that variator right over here. And if you're looking for a exact number of that variator, that's it. So the only difference, as you can see at the end, it says X instead of Z. Other than that, it looks pretty much the same. In terms of specs, I think it's very similar. I didn't find any difference. I'm not a specialist. I really hope that it's just gonna work. That's it. So right now I will just install it into my motor, and I will go downstairs, I will install it in my car, and I will see how it goes. Yep, wish me luck. Okay guys, so this is how it is. I just use a heavy hammer to put everything together, and I really hope it's gonna work. Dun, 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 dun. Let's have a look. Okay, my friends, everything is set. As you can see, everything is connected. The motor was not working proper because emergency open cord. I didn't put that correctly. Now it should be in the correct position. Here I pushed that bit. Also, the problem was I had a problem when I was putting that shelf. I didn't put it proper, and there was that bit over there, some small metal bit that was causing my roof. My roof was not opening because I didn't put that back shelf proper, and there was some small metal bit sticking out. I think it's a micro switch. So basically, when I was pressing the open button, it was just flashing, the amber light was flashing, and nothing was happening. So right now I'm pretty sure everything should be fine, and fingers crossed. So now it's first time from November, I think, or even earlier, when the water messed up my motor. Okay, fingers crossed. And nothing happened. The motor is spinning, nothing happened. Okay everyone, just a quick update on the situation. So unfortunately the roof was not working because I didn't have hydraulic oil. So this is the type of oil I put in my roof motor. I use this syringe, and to be honest with you, I just put just a little bit, just a tiny bit, and it was enough to get the fluid to those hoses and start the roof motor working. And the first time I tried to do it, basically the roof was going down very slowly, but it is working. It is working, so that's the good thing. Now I will try to lift the roof up and we will see how it goes. And first time I was waiting a little bit before roof started to activate because the motor was pumping the oil into the hoses. So let's start the roof. Goes up. Let's see if it's gonna be quicker. It had enough power to take the roof down, but it doesn't have power to lift the roof up. The roof up. Oh, actually, something's happening. So it's definitely pumping the fluid, but maybe I'll just add a little bit more of fluid because it looks like it doesn't have the power to lift it. So let's see. Final test. And up. Mission accomplished.